जिस ट्रायल के लिए आज हम यहाँ पे खड़े हैं वो सिर्फ मेरे पति का ही नहीं, मेरी पूरी फैमिली का भी है। जब से ये एलिगेशंस बाहर आए हैं तो सब जज बन चुके हैं। खैर, ट्रायल में इनोसेंट अंटिल प्रूवन गिल्टी नहीं, गिल्टी अंटिल प्रूवन इनोसेंट होता है। तो और जहाँ तक मेरी कमबैक की बात है तो केसेस हो या ट्रायल, आई विल नेवर बैक डाउन। तो शुरू करें।
And you gave us the chills as soon as you made it. Ladies and gentlemen, Kajol.
Thank you, thank you.
It's a pleasure. You literally gave us the chills.
Did I?
With the
was
entry.
it the slap?
It was quite a strong one.
Yeah.
Quite a strong one, and definitely, you know, we just got a sneak peek. So thank you for giving us a sneak peek. जो intensity, जो पावर हमने देखा है आपके किरदार में,
ये सचमुच एक टीजर है। जब आप पूरा सब एपिसोड देखेंगे तो आपको पता चलेगा कि ये सचमुच एक टीजर ही था।
Well, अभी पूरी सीरीज अभी बाकी है मेरे दोस्त। That's right.
Yes.
Well, I have decided, मैंने मेरा फैसला कर लिया है कि 14 July it is Disney Plus Hotstar, The Trial, प्यार कानून धोखा. I am binge watching it, and I'm sure all of our friends here as well from the media, all the people who are involved as well are going to binge watch on the 14th of July. We blocked our dates, and इस ट्रेलर के साथ आपने तहलका मचा दिया है. Thank you for presenting it here. और इसी के साथ साथ काजोल is here, तो कलाकारों को भी मंच पर बुलाया जाए आपकी इजाजत के साथ. So I'll just head on to the left of the stage, and let's put our hands together and welcome on stage Jisshu Sengupta, Sheeba Chaddha, Kubbra Sait, and Pandey. Welcome to all of you. And what a powerful trailer there. Wishing you the best. और आप लोगों ने लिटरली ये ट्रेलर के साथ यहाँ का माहौल काफी सीरियस कर दिया था। तो अब आई थिंक सब जानना चाहते हैं कि राजीव सेनगुप्ता का असली सच क्या है. द नेशन नीड्स टू नो. तो सच का खुलासा करने के लिए लेट्स कॉल अपॉन स्टेज द मेन, या कहें द मास्टरमाइंड बिहाइंड द ट्रायल प्यार कानून धोखा that goes on 14th of July on Disney Plus Hotstar. Please join me in welcoming the head content Disney Plus Hotstar and HSM Entertainment Network Disney star. Please welcome Mr. Gaurav Banerjee, director and showrunner of the series Suparn V.S. Verma. We look forward to it. कोर्ट कचहरी में ना ऐसे सरप्राइजेस अलाउड नहीं होते हैं, स्पेशली विटनेस परमिसिबल नहीं होते, सरप्राइज विटनेस अलाउड नहीं होते. तो आपके लिए एक सरप्राइज विटनेस हम यहाँ पर ला रहे हैं, और ये विटनेस हमारे प्रोजेक्ट के बहुत ही करीब हैं, काफी इंपॉर्टेंट हैं और खास है इस केस के लिए. एनी गेसेस? You guessed it right. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you the one and only Ajay Devgan. I request all of you to please take your seats. Thank you.
Seat come.
And Ajay sir is here only for some time, very short time with us, but would like to thank you. बहुत शुक्रिया यहाँ पर आने के लिए. He's got prior commitments, but in spite of that, he's taken time out and he's joined us here. So thank you so much, Ajay sir, for joining us. He's here for a short time, and before we open the floor for media Q&A, thank you so much. मेरा आसन लाने के लिए बहुत शुक्रिया. Few questions for Ajay sir. As I said, he has to leave early. Thank you. I'm blocking. Yeah. Ajay sir, आपसे जाना. First of all, congratulations to the entire team. आपको भी. How did the collaboration with Disney Plus Hotstar, Bani J Asia and ADF come together? We all would like to know.
Hello, everybody. How did it start? I mean, with Disney Plus Hotstar, Gaurav, we've had a rapport and a relationship which goes back nearly 10 years, 8 to 10 years for sure. And we work together a lot also, and we've made shows together also, and films also together. So that's one thing. With Bani J also, this is not the first time I'm working, and we worked earlier and we are working in the future also. And when Deepak came and narrated me the idea, and it sounded great, so we thought, let's go ahead and do it, and things happen.
Well, wishing you the best. And you've done many hats, and this one's one more of it. You're the producer, one of the producers for the trial, Pyar, Kaanoon, and Dhoka. So, how has that been? How's that journey been?
Well, like I said, that we've all worked together earlier, so it was very comfortable. I mean, we knew how the work ethics are, and so for me, I didn't have to do too much. I mean, they were handling, and Deepak was handling everything very well.
And how was your experience working alongside Mrs. Kajol, and of course a crazy bunch of team, because I met them backstage and they're currently a powerhouse, a madhouse there.
Yeah.
I have to say, how was it, playing this different role with this entire team?
As a producer, did you have actor troubles?
Basically, yes, he did. Lots.
Yeah, the actor troubles are only at home. Otherwise, it's a fabulous cast, fabulous actors, so it was lovely.
And especially let's talk about Kajol's character, which is Noyanika, is one that takes charge, decisions at home. And ये थोड़ा सा personal भी हो सकता है कि क्या काजोल असली जिंदगी में आपके घर पे सारे important decisions की
बिल्कुल नहीं,
charge
जवाब
हैं?
मैं दे देती हूँ, बिल्कुल नहीं.
आपकी शादी हो गई?
इसके बाद होगी भी नहीं, रहने दो.
Tables have turned. Yeah, I'm aware.
हाँ, तो इस सवाल का जवाब आप भी दे सकते हैं, यहाँ जिसकी शादी हुई है सब दे सकते हैं.
Yeah,
और सवाल का जवाब एक ही होगा, सबका unanimously एक ही जवाब.
We accept that, and we've got the answer. But thank you so much. With that, let's have a huge round of applause for Ajay sir for joining us here this afternoon. And also, now that Ajay sir is here, I would request best moment for us to capture the moment, right? So I request all of you to please step forward, and all our photographer friends also waiting. Take photo card, and I request also Asim Hatangdi and Amir Ali to please join us on stage. Amir is not here, but wishing the best, and thank you. Asim.
Can I take this thing off? I feel like everybody can hear me.
A little music in the background would also be nice too. For joining us. Well, let's have a huge round of applause. Make some noise. Thank you. Thank you so much. A pleasure. Thank you.
अच्छा ना shift.
सवाल होंगे हमारे मीडिया के दोस्तों. वैसे पहले मेरे जहन में कुछ सवाल है, मैं पूछना चाहता हूं आप सभी से. तो शुरू करते हैं पहला उनसे जिन्होंने ग्रीन लाइट किया इस शो को. गौरव सर, Disney Plus Hotstar has become the king of gripping legal dramas, and from what we are seeing in the trial Pyar Kaanoon Dhoka, that this is something that will again sweep us off our feet. And what is the reason behind the inclination towards this genre and this particular show?
So thank you, and congratulations to the entire cast and crew here. The trailer is fantastic. I really personally really love it. I hope you like it too. This was interesting because we had tasted some success, so it was among the easier green lighting decisions, because we had done this incredible show, Criminal Justice, which had done really, really well for us. And it was a very different kind of show that had certainly never happened before. It was dark, it was raising some very, very serious questions for society. And yet, people really loved it. And Rudra just left the floor, so you all know that, we had again tasted success with a dark, crime procedural that Rudra was. So when this came up for discussion, I think we knew that consumers in India were looking for something very different. A lot of the content that we had seen before that in India has been perhaps a little simpler to follow in black and white terms. And now There was more complexity in play. There were more gray characters in play. There were more dilemmas which were sort of adult in nature that were being discussed, and people were very accepting and comfortable with it. So I think that was the starting point. And of course, it's really easy when, in this case, Deepak says that, you know, Kajol is going to be interested. She wants to do this. I'm like, wow, okay, that really makes it very, very easy. So I think having Kajol front this was then it was a bit of a slam dunk. And I must say that I think at every stage, we've had like so many purposeful discussions with Suparna. He's been so gracious with me with all the feedback that I've given him, regardless of whatever he told you guys. And I think
I love you.
There's always room for honesty in a trial. So I think I must say that, you know, this team here has been fantastic. I've seen almost all of the show. I love the performances. I really hope that our fans like it too.
We would love it. We're looking forward to it. We got the sneak peek and we're already in love with it. Quite gripping, and just as you said, you know, honesty. मैं सच कहूँगा, सच के सिवा कुछ नहीं कहूँगा. But Gaurav sir, thank you for always, you know, dishing out some great content that satisfies our taste buds and giving us some great content always. And my next question's for. मैं यहाँ आ जाऊँ थोड़ा सा. मैं खुद ही कहने वाला था क्योंकि I'm blocking his view. I know that, and I'm absolutely. I was going to go. Yeah. कौन है वो गट्सी इंसान जिसे कोर्ट रूम में चेंजेस करना पसंद है? Thank you. I was going to do that anyway, so I was thinking of that because I was blocking his view. But thank you for that. Next question. Ajay sir's left, so I can take this liberty to say that कुछ होता है काजोल. तुम नहीं समझो.
Get in line.
Yes, Suparna, I will do that. But isn't she looking gorgeous? Lady in red, beautiful. Well, Kajol, this is a huge moment for you, and you know, since this was announced, everyone was looking forward to your web series debut, and वो वक्त आ गया है. Yeah. What made you venture, you know, into the long form content, and how has the experience been different from films? Yeah. No working.
Ugly anyway.
Mike wali bali. May I help you? He was right when he said "Ab Qatar mein ho." Now I know why.
Well, honestly, it was slam dunk for me because I have watched the original show and I loved it at that point of time, and that's where the discussion with Deepak actually came in. The character was amazing, the concept was fabulous, but I did have a question as to how it would be adapted in Hindi, and that's where Supan came in, and that's where the entire narration came in for the script. And for me, it really is about the script. It has to be about the script. And a script is never about, I will say this right now, that the script is never about only one character. It's always about everybody. So everybody's character in this series, in this, in the adaptation is absolutely, it's so well-rounded, so well-written, and I really, really loved the script. So yeah, my script is my king.
Yes, and you've done absolute justice like you always do with every character that you play, and we're looking forward to the series on the 14th of July. All the best. Supan, my questions for you. From what we've heard and read, the trial Pyar Kanoon Dhoka gives us a unique, Indian twist to the original series, as she also mentioned about the original series, and presents it in today's day and age, and how you've kept these nuances in mind, and what can the audience expect from the trial Pyar Kanoon Dhoka?
So the trial is not merely a legal drama. We in fact sat with the team of Hotstar and came up with the title, the trial, away from the original, because it's trials of relationship, trials of marriage, trials of a person's journey. And Noinika's character, played by Kajol, or as she mentioned, the arcs of Sana or Sheeba Chaddha's character or Seem's character or Gaurav's character for that matter, we had the luxury of watching the entire seasons of the show. So we could take that and start pulling up arcs of those characters and give them more gravitas, number one. Number two, the show is also different because we don't have a jury system. And the cases need to represent what's happening in society today. And make it more contemporary. and there is no Western gaze at the characters. So you see Noinika in an Indian avatar. The challenges that she would face as an Indian woman, as an Indian wife, an Indian mother, are very different, vastly different of how you would parent or be in a relationship. So
Even the way society looks at you.
society looks at you, absolutely. So that led to making lots of creative decisions, in the writer's room, where we brought about those changes and gave it a completely fresh perspective and gaze.
So if I coin it, I would say the several layers that will be unfolded. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. And Deepak sir, my question coming to you is, we all know Kajol is a powerhouse of talent, with that you've collaborated. It is a fact, it is a fact. We're in love with your work always. And that you've collaborated with, as well, past as well. And The Trial, Pyar Kanoon Dhoka, marks her web series debut. Now, how was it diving into this space with her, and how was the working relationship there?
Well, actually, this is our second project. So, and when Good Wife came up for discussion internally as well, so it was very, very clear we weren't really seeing anybody but Kajol. Not just the fact that we were collaborating the second time, but the character really demanded somebody like Kajol to really bring this to life. So it was really easy, and that was the only discussion we had. And I remember this was really in the COVID times when we connected with her, so it wasn't really easy, and we got the discussion going. We started assembling the team and got this going, and not too many people may know Kajol and I have also been classmates for many in our school days. So it was something that I feel like we should just go to Kajol and get this project started. And the next conversation was with Gaurav, who's been very, very supportive of projects that come from Banijay. So thank you, Gaurav.
Good to see school buddies have come a long way. And
You never told me that, though.
that was kept for the press conference.
Well, कचहरी में तो सब सच बोल रहे हैं अब. But Jisshu, my questions to you, and क्यों आपने ऐसा क्यों किया नौनिका के साथ, ये जानना चाहते हैं. But on a serious note, your character is not one that is shown in a positive light. And was there ever a hesitation to play this role due to to that? And how did you ensure that this character was played with utmost sensitivity?
Yeah, the first day when I met Suparn, I remember because I haven't seen the Good Wife, so I knew the story. But when he narrated me the story, The Trial, I just saw one thing in this character. There's a lot of layers in it, and as an actor, you would definitely jump into a character which has got so many layers, so that you can push your boundaries as an actor, and you can do different things. So that was the major thing which I looked into this character.
And we are also looking forward to those different layers that you just mentioned, the versatile actor that you are. So wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jisshu. Thank you. Sheeba ma'am, मेरा अगला सवाल आपसे है. आपने हमें आपके अलग-अलग किरदारों के साथ कभी हंसाया, कभी रुलाया है, but हमेशा ग्रिप करके रखा है, हमें पकड़ के रखा है. So how did The Trial, प्यार कानून धोखा come to you, and why did you choose this particular project?
Suparn made a phone call.
That's simple.
And if anybody knows Suparn, he'll be a hard one to say no to. He can be persuasive, though he didn't have to be, because so it was very simple. He called and it just sounded great, and the reason I said yes was because I got to wear a wig and contact lenses, so yeah, I said yeah.
We're all doing this film just because we're looking good.
Yeah.
And in real life too.
And I told her I love her. So yeah. That's how we started the call.
That always goes down well, yeah.
He's got a long queue there.
Yeah, we are all a part
ये
of
अभी यही धोखा हो गया.
I love all of them.
हम उनके harem के part हैं, हम सब we are all a part.
अभी तो कहा कि कतार. But thank you so much. Thank you, Sheeba. Thank you. And अगला सवाल जो है, उनके लिए मैं सीधा ऐसे करूँगा. गौर से देखिए इस इंसान को. गौर से देखिए. Kubbra Sait, a very dear friend, family, I would say. Good to see you here, and a private investigator this time. And I just hope you don't investigate my personal life, because you know a lot of things. Yeah, that have to be kept secret. But this role of yours seems very different from what we can see in the trailer. I know you personally and most of them know you personally कि you're that बेधड़क, बिंदास, जो मुंह में आया, जो मन में आया, बोल देती है, वैसे वाली लड़की. But your character is very different. You know, there is more than she shows on the surface. And so, can you decode your character and tell us what your journey was like?
Thank you so much, Sachu. Well, I think playing Sana was an extension to who I am, because yes, I am very like bedhadak and very like bindas, and I say things. And I think when you have to go out there and solve a case and figure out what's missing, and you're finding those pieces of the missing puzzle, I think for me it was all that craziness and living on the edge. But I had like one concern through this entire show, and I would keep going to Super and saying, please, can I smile?
She kept smiling.
And he's like, you cannot smile. वो दूसरा show है ये, वो show
does
नहीं
not
है.
smile. She's
You
got to be.
cannot smile. So yeah.
Also, listen, this has become too serious. We should laugh a bit because this is not a set. Our set is very much fun. So we should have fun with it. Go for it. Go off script.
Go off script. Yeah.
Go for it. Go for broke. As Sheeba ji said, this is our harem, right? That's a fun. And today Gaurav is
Gaurav is also here.
The only one who's actually spoken the absolute truth is Gaurav here. Sorry.
No problem.
No, so I just feel like it's true. It's a little different from who I am as a
It's
person.
difficult also.
It's very
no
difficult.
comparing. It was very difficult for you. Tell us the trials and tribulations. The
You used
trial.
to keep burying my hand and asking me.
Her hand was broken.
My hand was
was broken on the show, and she came. So Suparna's very intelligently, such an intelligent move and such an intelligent director. हाँ, हर पूरे आधे 2, 3, 4 episode में Sana's hand is just here. It's just here. It's just
I had
here.
broken my
फिर
hand.
sling निकाल के ऐसे खड़ी है. और कभी कभार लोग भूल जाते हैं सेट पे कि कौन सा हाथ बिगड़ा हुआ है, उसके ऊपर एक बड़ा क्रॉस रखना चाहिए ना कि इस हाथ को मत हाथ लगाओ ना. लेकिन सही बात है, आप कैसे पता चलेगा कि राइट हैंड है कि लेफ्ट हैंड है कि यू हैव टू गो फ्रॉम द लेफ्ट साइड या द राइट साइड पे. तो कभी कभार हंसी मजाक में हम लोगों ने 2-3 बार हेलो बोल दिया उसको. तो उस वक्त जो दर्द का एक्सप्रेशन था उसके फेस पे, आई थिंक दैट वाज वेरी रियल.
That is the real character of this.
ये show बहुत serious है.
It's a very serious show. Yes.
Yeah.
And dramatic.
पर बचपन से उसके अंदर एक शहंशाह बसता है. So हमेशा.
अमित जी की कमी थी. We couldn't afford him. So.
But wishing you the best and super proud. Good to see you. Good to see you. Gaurav bhai.
Brother. Brother.
Gaurav bhai. The other Gaurav here on this set. So glad that not competing against me because.
अरे नहीं यार ऐसी कोई बात नहीं.
भाई
आपकी आवाज पहले एक बात बोल दूं मैं before you ask me a question. आपकी आवाज बहुत बुलंद है सर.
बहुत
मजा आएगा.
Thank you. One more to the club. No, but thank you so much. Thank you. Means a lot. मेरे stress levels अब थोड़े कम कर दिए ये बोल के आपने. But generally पूरे series में हमने देखा कि आपके stress levels बहुत हैं. So how was it being at loggerheads with Noyanika and this healthy competition, the competitive spirit that your character has? Do you think that such kind of competition actually forces sometimes people to grow or helps?
Absolutely. I think we learn even from school, that we are competing with everyone, and it's always a healthy competition. Why? Because you are growing, and if you don't have a competition, then you're not motivated enough to do anything. You're not passionate enough to do anything. So it's great that we had a competition like her, especially for me, and I'm like an नहीं तो अच्छा competition ना. हाँ तो नहीं अब हम दोनों तो पुशअप्स तो नहीं करेंगे ना, वो कंपटीशन नहीं. मेरे को प्रॉपर मतलब ऐसा. I'm sure you
She's
will.
coming to a real character now.
I'm sure, but yes, I think अगर हम वर्ड यूज कर रहे हैं कंपटीशन, तो कंपटीशन आई थिंक इम्पोर्टेंट है ताकि लोग आगे बढ़ें, ताकि लोग नई नई चीजें करें, ताकि एक्सपेरिमेंट करो, आगे बढ़ते रहे बस.
And good for audiences. Rates कम होते हैं.
Healthy competition is always good, isn't
Always
it?
good,
Yeah,
always
always good. But thank you and wish you the best. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Asim sir, my questions for you, and want to know how is the working relationship on set like, since this is such a big ensemble, and why did you choose this project? Big and a crazy ensemble, I must say.
Actually, the craziness started with Supan, because I remember the first time they were shooting bits of that weren't the show, and I was called in, and he wanted to meet me, and we were going to do some look trials and all that. And I had not met him. And I walked through the corridor, and he sees me, and he does the biggest Asim, as though he's known me for years and years. And he came and gave me a hug, and that kind of energy, trust me, is so contagious for an actor that the first time you're hugged by your director that way, and that energy kind of then percolates onto the set. And even my first day working with Kajol, it just felt very natural. And I remember she put me at ease when I didn't know how to approach and should we do lines, but she just came and said, do you want to rehearse? Let's just, and I think, honestly, for me as an actor, that's wonderful, someone of her stature. So, and then, unfortunately, I didn't have, my track doesn't run with Kubbra and Gaurav and Sheeba ji, of course. So, Jisshu, that man right there, again, yeah, we had a lot of things that...
Okay, I just want to say, we basically, me, Kajol and Asim, we are backbenchers.
We were the backbenchers, and you will...
We were the backbenchers, and we did... What we did, we can't explain.
Yes.
We shouldn't be saying this also.
And you will not even see it on...
You will...
I have videos. I record everything.
But when people will watch the show and they'll see certain sequences and us being together, they should remember that, yeah, these were the backbenchers in the show. Yeah.
No, but honest...
Backstory, yes.
But one of the most magical things with Kajol is watching the scenes come alive, because she will not come over-prepared. She brings that scene on the set, makes it happen then and there. And it's so lovely to watch it unfold. Like half the times I would be not next to the monitor, I would stand next to the camera. Because, for one, I'm getting paid to watch her live. How awesome is that, right? Thank you, Gaurav. So, off the record, but just saying, it's magic. It's so much fun. And when you have a whole bunch of talented actors, the idea was to put gladiators with her, right? So then they're riffing off each other. Everybody's got their A game there. And then we're having fun off set, which is,
So we needed work in the sidelines. मतलब हम लोगों ने इतना मजे किए और साइड बोनस पे हम लोगों ने काम भी कर लिया.
Thank you, Gaurav.
And I also feel that translates onto the screen. If you have a nice chemistry with your people behind the camera, I think it just comes across much better, which I think everyone will get to watch.
But please keep in mind, it's a very serious, emotional show.
Serious emotional show. All these jokes are not there. Yeah.
And if you want to get the backstory, we need to follow Suparn's social media handles, right? To get on.
Don't go there.
No, but thank you so much. And one last question, that's a common question for all of you before we open the floor for media Q&A. So the trial, Pyar Kanun Dhoka, presents a very beautiful choice, a take on choices and how one choice defines the person you are and their future. So my question to all of you present here, starting with Kajol, and that, what is that one tough choice you had to make in life?
To be very honest, I never had any tough choices. I had some choices which were not popular maybe, but none that were really tough. Pretty much my choice throughout. I wouldn't say that anybody's influenced my choices too much.
We're going to keep a red light here. As soon as somebody's lying, कोई झूठ बोला तो हम flash कर देंगे.
नहीं, वो ज़रूरत नहीं है. मैं जो भी बोलेगा ना मैं खड़ी हो जाऊंगी. मैं रोक लूंगी. टेंशन मत लो, मैं रोक लूंगी.
Please, Suparn.
I think honestly, right now for me, it's learning to say no. I have a tough time saying no, and I'm learning to say it. And at times there is greed to say yes to things. And I have to say no, it kills a part of you, but yeah, that's the toughest thing for me right now in life, and I'm blessed to have that choice.
What's your mobile number?
No. Give it to Gaurav, because I'm going to pitch him something very soon. No.
Well, I've seen so many actors on stage in the last few minutes, so I must tell you that there was a time in my life when I was in front of the camera, and I decided... Yeah, I decided I won't do that.
Can we see any footage, please, of you on the camera?
Thankfully, that's not on YouTube. I don't know how that happened, but maybe you.
But I've seen that.
Yeah, you have.
I have.
Jisshu, you have faced that. That's right. Jisshu and I go back a long way, so he knows a lot of my secrets. But yeah, I think that was kind of interesting, right? So to step away from the camera and the seductive power of that, and to go behind the scenes was interesting. But yeah, happy
Good
about
for
it.
our careers. Thank you, Gaurav.
That's why I did it.
Jisshu?
I would steal the answer from Suparn, because I still can't say no, but right now I'm trying, and I've said no to a few things, which was very difficult for me. But I have made a choice, and I'm trying to stick to that, and hopefully good things are going to come out of that.
Indeed.
After saying no.
I'm giving you my GPay number. You steal my answers, you pay me. I don't do stuff for free.
तो जीपे तो बहुत है अभी, शूट से चल रहा है, शूट से चल रहा है.
मेरा सस्पेंस अकाउंट काफी लंबा चला है.
Kubbra, you will agree that Jisshu gives me quite a homely and close vibe, because my wife's name is Jisshu and I call her Jisshu sometimes, and I'm like, bagal mein bathi.
Jisshu?
Jisshu.
You'll marry me first.
No, that's a promise.
Yeah, that's.
Don't have to say no.
Gaurav? और असीम, which are
Asim,
आपसे.
Okay, I wish I reach a stage where I can say no, but I'll get there. But the toughest choice I think I made was to be an actor. Honestly, I loved it, but I was also post-graduation working in a job, and we've all been through that place. So for me to say, okay, you know what, this is what I'm going to do with it, and let's see what happens. And thankfully I'm here and with such wonderful people. So yeah, but that was still a tough choice I made once upon a time, saying, okay, acting is what I'm going to do.
Add to his layer, he is also the prodigy and child of Rohini Hattangadi and Jaydev Hattangadi. So he has to kind of make sure he does them proud, and he does. So
Thank
good
you.
choice.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so that was the choice.
Well, not so much tough choices, but choices we always make while we're, in this business, when we're really on the job, producing. So for me, the big question is, what's the project next? Once done, where do we take the company next? So that's the only tough choice. Yeah.
शिवा जी?
Go for it.
यार ऐसा कुछ एक तो
कोई मजेदार आंसर. हाँ.
पेचीदा ऐसा कोई सवाल एक आना ही है.
सब प्रेशर.
No pressure.
Yeah, no, I'm this is this. So every day only there are just so many choices to be made, damn it, in a day. Yeah, no, when you're a mom, then those choices are like crazy, and I'm a single mom, so there are like a different layer of shitloads of choices to be made, and I'm a procrastinator, so I'm not good at making decisions and choices. So often life chooses for me, and then I have to just be okay with it. So
You
not
can do
so
flip coin of 10, 20, 30. I do that sometimes.
वो
I got one in algebra because of that.
तो I'll think कि ये ठीक choice है करना कि नहीं.
Give me a call.
यहाँ से वहाँ उड़ गया मेरी खिड़की के सामने तो yes.
I have done that.
Some such.
I have done that.
कबूतर आया तो then no.
Some such. हाँ.
उस कौवे कबूतर को हमारी खिड़की पे भी भेज दो. कुब्रा?
Well, I think for me, one choice that defines my presence here today was like leaving a secure job. I used to work for Microsoft and I used to work like from Sunday to Thursday in Dubai.
In Dubai, Habibi.
Yeah, Habibi. So I think quitting that and saying, no, I want to do this and I choose this for myself, and no matter how hard it's going to be, was like one of my favorite choices. Probably not my toughest, but my favorite choices, and I'm so happy that I stood by it. So
And the
yay.
best. And the best.
Thank you.
So Habibi is calling a guy darling, and Habibti is.
हाँ बोलिए.
One second. You get a mic? Can we have a mic, please?
Deepak ji, over here. Deepak ji, I'm from Indian Express. I just wanted to.
इनका हो जान तो.
हाय काजोल. प्यार, कानून और धोखा, किससे डर लगता है आपको सबसे ज्यादा?
हाँ. थप्पड़ से डर लगता नहीं है. What was that line? I forgot the line. Anyways.
प्यार से नहीं, थप्पड़ से प्यार से डर लगता है. हाँ.
अब मुझे आई थिंक तीनों चीजों से आई थिंक डर नहीं लगता. डर शायद गलत बात होगी, गलत शब्द होगा इस्तेमाल करने के लिए. आई थिंक सब चीजों से एक देयर इज अ हेल्दी वॉरीनेस, देयर इज अ सेंस ऑफ एक ठहराव है देखने में. तीनों चीजों में आई थिंक तीनों चीजों में सोच समझ के जो भी है आगे जाना. दिस इज नॉट एन इम्पल्सिव डिसीजन. जो भी आप मतलब आंख बंद करके आप प्यार नहीं कर सकते, आप कानून के साथ नहीं लड़ सकते, और आप धोखा भी नहीं कर सकते.
शुक्रिया. प्लीज.
दीपक जी आपसे जानना चाहेंगे कि मतलब इतनी ह्यूज स्टार कास्ट है और इतने बड़े बड़े दिग्गज कलाकार हैं यहाँ पे, तो मतलब इनको इकट्ठा करना के लिए क्या मतलब कि कितना डिसीजन कितना टफ था आपके लिए?
बहुत टफ था। एक बट
सबको फोन करना पड़ा हो।
सब स्पीड डायल पे थे तो सबको फोन करना पड़ा। So नहीं, it was actually a fun process. I think Super and the writers Hussain and Abbas had put up a great adaptation, so we knew exactly किसको cast करना है, कैसे करना है. So I think we had a great team. We have a great colleagues within the producing team as well, Rajesh, Mrinalini, Parag, who really enabled the fact that we could really get this up and running right after when Gaurav greenlit this project. So it's been a fun process. We've had a great time, great association with Hotstar. This is really third, fourth show. We produced then, we produced Night Manager. Now we've really on to another one. We're very excited about this.
Hi, Kajol, this is Luna from Webvinia.
Here. Hi.
Hi.
Sorry.
आपको हमेशा बहुत दमदार देखा है, बहुत मजबूत देखा है, चाहे वो पर्सनल लाइफ हो, चाहे वो प्रोफेशनल लाइफ हो, और बहुत परफेक्शन के साथ देखा है. This is what the kind of image I have for you.
It's not with perfection for sure, and it's not. At least I've tried not to kind of. क्यों कितनी बार मैं गिरी हूँ, जूते टूट गए, मैंने क्या क्या किया है. If you call that perfection.
That is a cute moment of life. यहाँ पर जानना चाहती हूँ.
और उसके बाद perfection बोल रहे हो. अच्छा ठीक है, आगे चलो. I agree with this image of perfection.
यार मैं सब कुछ माफ है. That's your reply.
चलिए यहाँ आगे जाना चाहती हूँ. किसी भी OTT प्लेटफॉर्म पर आने के लिए आपको ये कहाँ से अंदर से एक मोटिवेशन मिला, या किसी ने आपको कहा कि ये चीज भी ट्राई करनी चाहिए?
बहुत ही सिंपल जवाब है इसका. मेरे लिए हमेशा मैंने सोचा है कि अगर मैं काम करूंगी तो मजे के साथ काम करूंगी, अच्छे लोगों के साथ काम करूंगी, और हमेशा मैंने सोचा है कि जो भी स्क्रिप्ट जो होगा वो ही मेरा सबसे बड़ा हीरो होगा. और whether it's an OTT platform or it is a film, for me a role is a role. Both ways, दोनों में उतना ही काम होता है. इनफैक्ट शायद OTT पे शायद ये 8 एपिसोड में ज्यादा काम हो गया. लेकिन but yeah, it's the same. The work is the same. I am not different in any which manner. My work is not different in any which manner. So for me, it is not that difficult to choice.
बहुत shukriya, and that's all the time we have for the Q&A. And thank you. Let's have a huge round of applause. And to all the people who are involved in the trial, Pyar Kanun Dhoka, the entire village who's helped create this as well. Let's have a huge round of applause for them as well. Woo! And with that, I request all of you to please step forward for a nice photo op.